Being called in as the white flag is raised, away they go over 3 miles. And the Grade 1 Irish Mirror Novice Hurdle, 13 flights to jump, and it's Favori de Sean Dew who makes it early. Dad O'Keefe falls in here for Jordan Gainford on the front runner. Embassy Gardens in second place, Danny Mullins, and then Kalanisi Star and Philippine Wright as they arrive at their first flight. Favori de Sean Dew lands 3 clear of Embassy Gardens, Kalanisi Star, and then the mare, What Could Have Been. These are being followed by the grey Harry de Zongre on the inside of Salvador Ziggy, and then Franciscan Rock, held up at the back, both Gaelic Warrior and Affordale Fury. About to link up at flight number 2, the end of the back straight, Favori de Sean Dew from Embassy Gardens, who's closed up. Then What Could Have Been, and Salvador Ziggy and Kalanisi Star, Harry de Zongre next with Franciscan Rock. The final couple are Gaelic Warrior and Affordale Fury, reaching their final 2.5 miles as they come out of the back straight to flights 3 and 4 on the turn in. Favori de Sean Dew reeled in by Embassy Gardens, who's within 3 parts of a length, the break of a length to What Could Have Been, then Kalanisi Star. Salvador Ziggy next, then Harry de Zongre. Franciscan Rock, followed by Gaelic Warrior, and Affordale Fury brings up the rear. On to flight number 4. Favori de Sean Dew by a couple of lengths to Embassy Gardens, the red cap. And then with the noseband, What Could Have Been. Kalanisi Star, Salvador Ziggy, Harry de Zongre with the back 3, Franciscan Rock, Gaelic Warrior, and Affordale Fury. As they complete their first mile, they turn in for flight number 5 in the straight, and the last one in a circuit's time. It's Favori de Sean Dew, followed in by Embassy Gardens, then What Could Have Been. Just in third from Kalanisi Star and Salvador Ziggy, and they're followed on straightening by Harry de Zongre, Franciscan Rock, Gaelic Warrior, and Affordale Fury. Very few changes in the order. At flight number 5 on the final flight next time, Favori de Sean Dew in front under Dad O'Keefe from Embassy Gardens, Danny Mullins. Third on the rail is What Could Have Been and Sean Flanagan. They're tracked by Kalanisi Star and Philippine Wright. In between horses is Salvador Ziggy, Mark Walsh, break of 2.5 lengths back to Franciscan Rock and Ricky Doyle, and Harry de Zongre and Rachel Blackmore. Gaelic Warrior, Paul Townend, one from last, and bringing up the rear is Affordale Fury and Danny McMenamin. The uphill flight, taking them towards the side of the track, Favori de Sean Dew from Embassy Gardens, who fiddled it in second. And then What Could Have Been, Kalanisi Star. Salvador Ziggy next, then Franciscan Rock. Harry de Zongre, Gaelic Warrior, 2 lengths to Affordale Fury. Uphill they go to the next flight. In this 3-mile Grade 1, the Irish Mirror Novice Hurdle, Favori de Sean Dew, Embassy Gardens, continue 1 and 2. They're followed by What Could Have Been. Edging closer is Salvador Ziggy, the diamond jacket and white cap. Then Kalanisi Star and Harry de Zongre, Franciscan Rock, Gaelic Warrior. And the favourite has one behind, Affordale Fury. Returning to their point of departure as they continue downhill. Another 6 flights left to jump. Favori de Sean Dew yet to be headed, followed by Embassy Gardens. What Could Have Been, Salvador Ziggy, Kalanisi Star. With the final 4, Harry de Zongre, Franciscan Rock, Gaelic Warrior, Affordale Fury. The circuit under their belts as they race to the final 10 furlongs with 5 flights to jump. Favori de Sean Dew continues to lead the field from Embassy Gardens. What Could Have Been disputes third with Kalanisi Star and Salvador Ziggy. Harry de Zongre, the inside of Franciscan Rock, and then Gaelic Warrior and Affordale Fury. Going to the flight, which was their first, it's 5 from the finish. Favori de Sean Dew by less than a length to Embassy Gardens. Salvador Ziggy in between Kalanisi Star and What Could Have Been. Then Harry de Zongre and Franciscan Rock, Gaelic Warrior. And although Affordale Fury is the back marker, the field has tightened up considerably with just over 3/4 of a mile to go and 4 flights to jump. Favori de Sean Dew from Embassy Gardens, who continues to give chase. Then What Could Have Been on the inside, with Salvador Ziggy and Kalanisi Star, and then Franciscan Rock, Harry de Zongre, Gaelic Warrior, joined at the back by Affordale Fury. Reaching the final 5 furlongs with 3 flights to jump. Favori de Shondu by length to Embassy Gardens as they come out of the back. Then what could have been? Salvador Ziggy Calanisi Star. Harry de Zongre next, being followed by Franciscan Rock, Affordale Fury and Gaelic Warrior. 4.5 furlongs to go and 3 flights to jump. Favori de Shondu into the next from Embassy Gardens. And what could have been, followed by Calanisi Star and Salvador Ziggy. Affordale Fury is closing on the outside of Gaelic Warrior, then Franciscan Rock, and knocked back to last is Harry de Zongre. Embassy Gardens wrapped that flight. It's Favori de Shondu coming round the home turn. Leading 1.5 lengths, Embassy Gardens, with Gaelic Warrior through on the inside, being followed by Franciscan Rock, who's closing along with Affordale Fury, 2 legs to Calanisi Star. What could have been fades, and then Harry de Zongre as they straighten for the final flight. Are coming together. Franciscan Rock bumped Embassy Gardens. It's Favori de Shondu on the rail. Affordale Fury in the middle of the track, but poised as Gaelic Warrior in the spots. Franciscan Rock digs in, and Gaelic Warrior has swept by in between horses to go on and lead. From Affordale Fury in 3rd place is Franciscan Rock, and it is Gaelic Warrior lengthening well clear up and trip to 3 miles, resumes winning ways in the Irish Mirror Novice Hurdle. Another grade 1 for Paul Townend and Willie Mullins, as it was a walk in the park for Gaelic Warrior. Affordale Fury 2nd best, then Favori de Shondu and Franciscan Rock.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.